Hey guys. So as freelancers, one of the trickiest things for us to do can be to actually just take time off, because you deserve to take time off, because you started a freelance business so that you could take time off. So let's talk about how to actually take time off. First of all, if you have regular clients, tell your regular clients and tell them well in advance, at least a month in advance. And when you take your time off, make sure that you have a set schedule. You're going to be gone, unavailable from this date to this date, and be firm about those dates. Your clients need to understand that you are not available. So at a minimum, tell them a month in advance and say, hey, just want to let you know, for planning or anything like that, I'm going to be away and unavailable from this date to this date. And I'll keep giving you reminders as we get closer, but just in case you have any projects you wanted to get started or anything you want to kick off or wrap up before then, we should probably do that. Otherwise, I'll have to pick it back up when I get back. And the more transparent you can be with your clients, the better. Just let them know you're not going to be available. Again, at least a month in advance. You could even do it like 2 months in advance if you work with this client regularly. Now, you might want to have, it's not a bad idea, to have a backup resource that can help you. Someone else in your industry who does what you do, but someone that you trust who is not going to steal your client. Who, if your client said, maybe we could just work with you, this person would say, well, no, you are my friend's client, so I'm not comfortable with that. You need the kind of person who's not going to steal your client, because that way at least you can say, I'm going to be unavailable from these dates. If something comes up, if there's some kind of emergency, here is this resource. And again, you need to make sure that this is someone you are very, very confident will not steal your client, someone you can trust. And quite frankly, you can be that same person for them as well. When they take time off, they can refer you during that period of time to take up any, emergencies, little projects, whatever, and they know that you won't steal their client. Next part 2 is you're going to want to set out of office auto responders for your email. Whenever people send in an email to you during that time, you should have an autoresponder that says, thanks so much for your email. I'll be away from my desk from X date to X date. I will return your email. You can just say when I return, even better if you can give a little bit of expectation. I will return your email by X date. Keep it very, very simple, because there's one more, also too, you need to make sure that the form that on your website would normally say, fill in your information for our complimentary first call, or whatever, however you want to say it. And I'll be back, I'll get in touch with you within 48 hours or something like that. Don't forget to change that copy too, because it's not going to be 48 hours. If someone fills in your form and they're expecting to hear from you in 48 hours, but you've gone on vacation, this is not a good look for you. So go in and on your website, change it to say, please be aware, I will be away from X date to X date, and I will reply to your email by X date. So just set expectations, be incredibly clear, be transparent, communicate. But there's one point that I want you to be aware of. You do not have to justify taking a vacation to anyone. This can be very tempting sometimes with, especially with newer freelancers, to say, well, I'm taking a vacation because, I've worked really hard and blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. You don't have to justify needing a vacation. You deserve a vacation. You are perfectly worthy of a vacation. So when you tell your clients, you don't have to tell them why you are taking a vacation or why you deserve a vacation. And same thing on your autoresponder, and same thing on the copy on your contact form. Don't tell people why you're taking a vacation, because you don't need to justify it. You get to take a vacation whenever you want to. And again, as long as you're accommodating your clients in one way or another and giving them plenty of advance warning, part of why we do this is so that we can have flexibility and we can take vacations and go see the world. Or heck, even if you want to stay home and just rest your brain a little bit. But part of why we do what we do is to have that flexibility. And you don't need to explain to anyone why you're taking a vacation, because you deserve to take a vacation. So keep these tips in mind for when you're taking longer time away, but also even if you're only taking a day or two off, make sure that you block out your calendar, and same thing with the longer vacations too, so that it can't be booked. But block off your calendar, even if it's just a day or two or an afternoon or something like that. And if it's a day or two and you're not available, let your clients know. Just say, hey, I'm not going to be at my desk Wednesday and Thursday next week, just so you know. And same thing, set up an autoresponder that says, I'm not available Wednesday and Thursday. I'll return your email on Friday or whatever. Make sure you put the dates in, the actual date, so people know which Wednesday and Thursday. Also, make sure when you set up your autoresponders that they automatically stop auto-responding when you get back, because it's really embarrassing when people email you and they say, your autoresponder is still on and it says you got back 3 weeks ago. Ooh, not a good look. So either set up your autoresponder to automatically stop, or put a reminder on your calendar to stop your autoresponder when you get back. But even if it's just for a couple of days, set up your autoresponder for those couple of days off, block off your calendar, tell your clients you're unavailable. And same thing, if your contact form says, I'll get in touch with you within 48 hours, maybe just change that and say, I'm not going to be available for these 2 days. I'll respond when I'm back. But you deserve to take time off. Part of what we do is so that we can have more flexibility, and we don't have to work all the time. And you don't have to work all the time.